Okay, are we actually live? Interesting. I don't know if I can. It shows that I'm live, but it also shows. Um, okay. Hopefully we're live now. Okay. Hopefully we're live now. Yes. Okay. My the YouTube um, dashboard was not showing that I was live. Yes. Okay. My dashboard. Okay. All right. Let's do this. So, first time live streaming. Um, yeah. So it's gonna be a little bit rough. Thank you for yeah checking it out. And I know it's been a long time. I have not had a video or any updates for a long time, especially on Farming Simulator and Farming Simulator 25. So it's been a lot, just family life, summers, but it's kind of been a big thing with my modding, with Elk Mountain modding and everything. Just just I hit burnout, and part of that was just just submitting mods to giants, and then just I wanted to get back to just the basics of enjoying Farming Simulator 25 and making mods, and when they're done and finished, just releasing them to the public on my own terms. So it's kind of what my plan is. I've pretty much got Elk River finished. There's a few things I kind of need to tweak, but part of that is just testing it out and coming up with stuff. So yeah, this is it. This is Elk River for FS25. So, if you are watching this, grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's try it out. All right, so of course we have Antler Shed collectibles, and hopefully the audio is all right. So I've got most of the missions working. This is the map. This is the starter farm. Of course, I'm kind of working on. I've actually been, I've been just enjoying it, getting back to the basics of Farming Simulator and why I love the game and why I liked, enjoyed and modding so much. So I've been kind of working on um, a new ranch set, of course, because I'm lost without the ranch set, let alone a map. But so for now, it's just going to be kind of base game stuff. But we'll go ahead and take a look around. And this is the starting equipment. Oops, my controller's a little sticky. So yeah, you'll find those 25 of those elk antler sheds throughout the map. $20,000 for an antler shed collectible. And I'll go ahead and we'll go to the main farm, but then we'll just start doing some mining, because that was kind of my biggest thing about doing Elk River. It was just I wanted to kind of set up my own mining system with placeables, and I know I did it in Elk Mountain, but I used some pre-existing some systems. So this one is kind of just all base game and my own models and stuff. So because this is the mine, and it's one of those things. It's one of those things that I lost my train of thought. Anyway, it's this the mine is included for when you do the starting farm. You do own the mine, which has the rock quarry, and I did the rock quarry, so all the gold mining is based off of just gravel. So you'll take gravel and you put it into the wash plant, and then from there you'll get gold concentrate, and then from the gold concentrate you'll take it to a wash table and separate it, and you'll just get gold dust, and then the gold dust will go into the smelter. But you also have to make charcoal, and then charcoal will it was an input for the smelter, but you'll have to crush rock. There's gravel heaps under there, the gravel heaps, but there's the destructible rocks on top of it. So we'll get all that stuff going. I love the new way of doing like roads and ground textures. Like it's like a map that goes along the ground instead of a little tip for one of them, I guess. One of the collectibles. So Elk River, of course, is just a standard size map, because originally I was planning on releasing it to the Giants, the mod hub, but again, I don't think it's going to happen. But so it's a standard size map, but I also wanted it to feel bigger than a standard size map, so I do have quite a lot of distant mountains and border and everything. You know what? I wonder if that's showing up on my stream. Seems fine. Got a few custom fences built into the map, of course, and I've got this log fence. It was actually, I think, in the cover of FS22. I was like, why in the world isn't that a buildable fence in game? So it was something I did make for FS22. Then, of course, I've got my cattle guards back, and then this barbed wire fence with the wooden stays every once in a while, just because, like in my country, there's a lot of fences. They've got the metal T-posts in there, but there's a lot of the wooden stays. And then, you know, throughout the years, whether they'll just replace wooden stays and, you know, replace certain parts of the fence with T-posts, metal T-posts. So it's just like, you know, nothing super consistent. So here's like the little town. Took the Texaco and just made it a Matthews. And here is it's basically the shop trigger. And then, of course, fuel, and it's also the store trigger. So you can come in here. Oops. That's weird. I wonder what happened there. Oh, there it is. So it's the store trigger. Yeah. And then let's say you purchase something. Let's go ahead. I think I'm gonna do gold mining first. So I need a few things like a wheel loader. I do have the higher purchases mod. Let's see here. That's good. So you'll purchase things here, but I'll show you where the actual delivery spot is. A couple sell points over there, general store, feed store. Now, yeah. There's a little issue with the traffic spline over the bridge that I just can't seem to figure out what's causing it, but they're like glitching into the bridge, into the terrain a little bit. So this is the starting farm, and another one of my fences. This is just the crossbuck fence. All can be built within the fence menu, but this is your starting farm. So it's got some of the starting equipment, sleep trigger, Hey, Argsy. Thanks for the comment. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still working on it. It's, like I said at the beginning, it's just been kind of, um, yeah, it's one of those things with Farming Simulator. I just got burnt out with, I don't know, trying to submit mods and instead of just kind of the when I first started modding, it's just stuff that I really liked, and when it was ready I released it, and I kind of just I think I pushed it too hard, but giving it a break like I did and now coming back to it, it's fun. I'm really liking it again. So like I said, this map is pretty much done. I've got a few things I've got to tweak, but so this is the delivery where everything is delivered. It's down here by the train station and the yeah, man, absolutely. Thanks for stopping by, Argsy. Yeah, yeah, but it was a good time away. But um, and it's yeah. I haven't like kept up with it much on Farming Simulator 2025 up until now. Like, what's even out there? What's out there? What kind of mods? But I've heard the same thing from other people as well. So there's the sawmill, and the train station is all here. So let's see here. I'm gonna grab some more stuff for the mine. So you can start off with just using a like a skid steer, anything to break up the rocks. But I really do like using the excavators. And then I've got this, let's see here, I think I've got this mod pack for the excavators for the rock, the jackhammer for the excavator, which works really well. Let's see here, I think I also need, so the big thing to start out is something to break up rock, then something to lift the gravel into the wash plant. And I think I'm going to go ahead and grab a semi and a trailer to haul everything up there. I actually think I'm going to use this one of FDR's just because it's got a lot of power. Oops. And then I think that's all I need for now, other than setting up some of the stuff up top. Hey man, randomness, thank you. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been asking. I've gotten a lot of message on just the support of my maps and mods, and wanting Elk Mountain or Elk River. So it's one of those things. I started playing. Said, you know what? I'm gonna jump back into Farming Simulator. Started playing a little bit. I'm like, you know what? This is fun, but I can't play without having my mods, it's bad. My right bumper is sticky. So that's as far as it's going to go. Hopefully. And the road up to the mine is a little bit rough. And the thing about it too is you don't have to like build all the mining equipment, the placeables up at the mine. You can place them anywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Place them up there. But you can just go up there for the gravel or get something else that one of the placeables that produces a gravel. I think I might need to adjust the train system a little bit. It seems like it comes through way too quick. Seem to be putting out. The road up to the mine is a bit small and a bit rough, so we'll see how far we can make it. All right. I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and place all the, so the most everything is under factories. Down here, set the wash plant first. The trommel. And I typically set it somewhere right in here. And then I've got this little spot cleared out up here. You can place all this stuff up here. So this is the wash plant. And then we've got the charcoal processor. And then we have the smelter. And I'll go ahead and flatten this out a little bit. And put some gravel down. So that's kind of it for the place. Well, no, my mistake. You need also the under decorations, which I do have a lot of decoration mods in. Hey Jack, thanks, man. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So you're gonna need this, which, unless you have something big enough to go in there, like if you're using an excavator to fill it, you don't need this. But to use a loader, a wheel loader, you need this. So it's just like a ramp, so you can kind of get up there. So since I'm going to use a wheel loader to load it, oh man, straps. Yes, that was strange. But thanks, Jack. It's awesome. Yep, it's been a while. I know. I've wanted to try live streaming for a while. I just don't. Hopefully it's going all right. Hopefully the volume's all right. Hopefully, I don't know about the streaming quality. My internet's not the best, so. But yeah, I'm like, I can either. Sometimes I think putting out a video and the time into editing, pre-recording, everything, I'm like, you know what? Let me try some live streaming and see how that goes. That way I can just, like, you know, show people what I'm currently up to. Awesome. Glad to hear it. So yeah, it's a pretty big pile of rock. I think you can get a lot of gold out of it. And I'm still kind of like adjusting on for like inputs and outputs and all the gold. This would probably be a bit easier with joystick, but yes, dual joysticks. Definitely something I've wanted to try. Just any excavator like this, logging, yeah. I bet they take some time. Randomness, yeah. Like I said, my Xbox controllers, the right mouse button is a little bit sticky, so sometimes it doesn't register. Jack, the winter has been crazy, and I've always said this. Like, seems like every winter is different, but this winter has been strange, very, very strange. Um, like, yeah, we have a lot of ground moisture. We've had a lot of rain and warm temperatures, like just really weird. So the ground moisture is really good, but the snowpack where I'm at is not good at all. Randomness, yeah. I bet you that would be set the joysticks up for each piece. Yeah, and I'm not sure. Like I've never even tried them. I just know like yeah, in real life I use I operate excavators and equipment, and I think I could get used to the joysticks pretty easy. Where sometimes controllers the inputs are a bit weird. Randomness, yeah, crazy. Idaho, same. And that I've even heard the same from multiple different people in different states. Like it's just crazy. I think I'm gonna do one more rock here, and then I'm gonna go get the loader and start putting some rock in the trommel. I also need for the trommel, it needs water input and diesel. I'm just going to use this. And then for diesel, I got these fuel tanks. The only thing is with them, I don't know. Why isn't it showing? Oh, it was showing. It's interesting. A little bug. These barrels really work well for it. Whoops. I'm going to grab 4 of those for now. I think I'm going to place a... Whoops. Well, this isn't gonna work, is it? Oh, it will. So there's that little bug. I don't know why it, like, my spline, the traffic spline going over the bridge, why they kind of like clip into it for a second. It's weird. Oh, there goes a reflector post. Hey man, Hyper Wolf, thanks. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's good. Just getting into Farming Simulator again. It's been good, and of course playing. I once I start playing, like I can't play without my mods. So see what I can do here. Got the map looking really good. I mean, it's mostly finished, so just testing it out. So yeah, Jack, no, I've been playing some PAX Day. In fact, I need to probably either do a live or record a video on a base that I had built. So once they came out with their 1.0, I did a really cool 2-plot base. And I really do love that game. Like the creativity that I can kind of just get lost in. Um, it's awesome. Like yeah, I do. I definitely I've been playing some PAX Day. Um, and I'll be showing off a base here pretty quick. FS25, or this map for, so this map is Elk River, which is basically, it's like a small chunk of Elk Mountain. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn on super strength. It's like a small portion of Elk Mountain, and it was originally because that was the map that I was working on to submit to Giants. It's just a standard size map. I don't think that's gonna happen. That's kind of what kind of caused my burnout and everything. And I'm just like, but I just stuck with this map just because most of it was converted and for 25. Um, so yeah, Elk River. I've never released Elk River before, so it's gonna be pretty much new. You'll have their spots will look familiar because again, it's like a small chunk of Elk Mountain. And it has like a similar feel and layout like in Elk Mountain. It's just on a bigger scale, but I still have the high plains where you can kind of just create your fields or your own custom farm, and then the river valley has the fields, the pre-made fields and the town, and then you have the big mountains with the big timber. So a lot you can do still, mining and everything too. So but like I pretty much rebuilt everything um, for FS25 as far as like placeables and everything. Yeah, and I thought about converting it, but I think once I kind of finish this map, I think I may start like a completely new project. I've got some ideas on a map that I'd kind of like, just something new, but it still has the same feel. A lot of the same layout as Elk Mountain, just a smaller version. Yeah, that sounds fun. Actually, doing a survival playthrough on. Oh yeah, it's and it's one of those like kind of what got me going on like, hey, I need to just kind of get my map finished. Is trying to play Farming Simulator 25. Like, I think it needs it needs a good overall map. Um, there's forestry maps, farming maps, but I wanted something. Well, just like the reason I made Elk Mountain was just I want a map that you could go on and do anything. If you want to be a logger, if you want to be a farmer, if you want to be a rancher, if you want to be a gold miner, like you just have options to just do whatever you need to do. Really, randomness. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean it is kind of hard. Like even myself trying to play other maps because again it kind of comes down to there's some really good, just like you know um, farming maps, whether they're North American or European. There's some good farming maps out there, but to have like a map overall kind of gives you a lot of options to do whatever you want to do. Right. Yep. 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 Versatile. Whatever you want. Um, and that's the thing too. Like, depending on what time of year, you got waiting for crops to grow. You can go mine or log and versatility. And that's what another reason like why I like Farming Simulator. It's like so many different things you can do, and I love that. It's not just a construction simulator. It's not just a farming simulator. Really, it's you could do all sorts of different things. Like especially with modding, it just opens up so many possibilities. real quick, I'm gonna just travel down to the store. Whoops. And just jump in, grab the water tank. Yeah, that, what happened with that diesel mod, or that fuel tank mod, but it's definitely not showing up. Interesting. It was like yesterday. Interesting. Right, and exactly. And that's exactly why I created Elk Mountain is, yeah, Western guy, like, just not many maps that are that kind of, this kind of feel and look and feel, and diversity, and that's even why I like, Wyoming, Colorado, where it has these, you got you got big timber mountains, and then you got, valleys with farmland, and then you got big open high plains. Just, yeah, it's diverse country. So, and that's really what just got me into modding in general. Really is being a Western guy. I wanted more of that ranch style stuff. I wanted um, a Western map, and I wanted something that kind of reminded me of the, where, the country around me. Right, randomness, totally. Yeah, exactly. Ranching, and that's it. That's what makes this awesome. Like, I love doing it all, like having a ranch, but then, yeah, you'll want to do some logging, then some dirt work. You know. Um, I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be releasing anything to Mod Hub. That's kind of what got me burnt out, was just the hoops you had to jump through to release stuff on Mod Hub, and then I just want to release stuff on my own terms and at my own time. So I think I'm going to release. I'll most likely just have a download link in the description of uh, a YouTube video. Is probably what I'll have. I might do itch, but because I was using Facebook when I first started, and I've just had so many problems with Facebook. Um, just, yeah, I've had a ton of problems with Facebook. That was another reason why I just kind of stopped. So I think I'm gonna just mainly on YouTube, and then have a download link. Hey, thanks, man. Yep, good to be back. It's I've been wanting to release this map for a long time, but I think it's finally pretty much ready. Nice, Melbourne, awesome. I appreciate that randomness, and I have definitely been taking my time, but yeah, and it probably won't be perfect, but it's I think it'll be enjoyable, even in the state it's in. Like I said, I'm mostly there. I've done a lot of work on it, just these past few months, but I appreciate that. I will say one thing I've noticed while putting these rocks in here, that if there's any rocks somewhat close, it has an issue going through the into the bucket. Thank you, Genesis. Yes. Yep. And the nice thing about it, like all these pieces, the placeables, you can do them anywhere. So like you could just grab, fill a dump truck with gravel and place these anywhere instead of having to come up this hill. Make a road somewhere down low. Yep. Awesome. No, I know it's one of those things. I've had so many requests on Elk Mountain. So Elk River, I think it'll be, you'll enjoy it. Like it's a smaller version of Elk Mountain, but all the same feel and the same uh, all the basics are all here. It's just not quite as big. But again, like I said, I really wanted it to feel big, so I did some huge map boundary. In fact, let me just go into flight mode real quick. So like I did these huge map borders to make it feel almost like a 4x map, um, while only being a standard size. I don't know if I'm gonna do Elk Mountain. Um, I'm gonna, of course, yeah, I'll release this probably fairly soon, just because it's pretty much done. Um, and then I'm not sure about Elk Mountain exactly. Um, I might do a different map if I'm gonna do a map. But I think after this, I'm gonna work on placeables. I need to go to Ranch House and Ranch Set Yep. Yep. No, I understand that. I definitely understand that, Isaac. Just the playing on FS22 instead of bothering with 25. There's some things that I really like about 25, and it's just a personal thing. Um, I really do like the third person. I love all my games in third person, so I don't know. It's small, but that's one of the reasons. Um, I wouldn't say there's like a ton of like changes, but I do like it. Also, my younger brother, he really got into. He wasn't into 22, but he got into 25. He's actually one of the ones that convinced me to like, hey, get back into it. Need some mods. So I started playing with him, and I'm like, you know what? This is fun. This is fun. Just the remembering of just yeah. I have a ton of hours in FS22, and it's one of my most played games in my Steam library. So, and it's not even counting all the hours I've spent modding. Yeah, no, I do. I feel it because that was one of the things I felt lacking in um, overall. Like, ah, man, I've been around this equipment before, and it's so huge, but then in game it doesn't. So I feel like the third person really does feel just bigger. Yeah, but yeah, definitely after this, I'm gonna just work on some the ranch set, ranch house, um, all that stuff before I work on another map. And I think one of the things I think if I'm gonna do a new map, because Elk Mountain and Elk River was all just like my hand sculpted terrain. It's not based off like a real life terrain. And I think if I do another map, I probably will do a 4X, and I really want to try just a real life terrain in a map. That's awesome, Genesis. That's awesome. It's good to it's good to be back. Yeah. Definitely gonna have to break up some more rock. I don't know why it's being a pain. Oops. Again, the sticky. No problem, Genesis. Like, I appreciate the messages. I appreciate the chat. I mean, it's my first time trying the live stream, so it's all new to me. I'm very used to making videos and having everything kind of just laid out, and I can edit things. But I thought, why not try some live streaming, and that way I can just kind of show you guys what I'm currently up to. I appreciate that. That's kind of what I thought too. Kind of really just let the community know I'm still here, and yeah, that the map really does exist and is very close to being released. So, whoops, that is not what I wanted. Because I know me personally, like I even just I like listening to live streams sometimes when I'm working. Like I'm not even necessarily watching. I'm just kind of just listening to the community and the chat. So um, I thought, you know what? Why not try that myself? And yeah. Randomness, that's funny. I'm glad you're all excited for this. That really helps me, keeps me motivated. But like, yeah. Oh no, I can show the PDA. Yeah. Yep. Let me see if I can kind of move this out of the way and see. So it's interesting how, yeah, is it working all right? Oops. Yeah, the PDA and of course, oops. I like I don't know, all my maps PDAs have been I kind of want them to have like actual terrain and just kind of like a map feel. So yes, the candy is coming. Yep. Just a little more testing is mainly what I'm doing here, is kind of like, making sure um yeah, just making sure everything's working properly, really. See what we got here. So, well, it's not activated. So, yeah, well, you put diesel, stone, and water in here. You get concentrate, gold concentrate, and lime out of it. And then, of course, you'll have to put diesel and wood to get charcoal. And then you'll have to take the gold concentrate and water into the uh, wash plant, and it'll get gold dust. And then the gold dust you then take to the smelter, and you'll get gold bars. So it's a process. It's a bit loud. Put the spawn there. Let's actually go. Yes. Yep. No, like I said, uh you'll have a lot of this same like yeah, you'll get to spots in the map you're like, "Oh my gosh, this is Elk Mountain." But so it's of course the Muddy Gap, the small little town. Uh Elk, the actual Elk Mountain was like somewhere right in here, but I kind of changed this to where this is the high plains now. And then this mountain here, same kind of deal with the lake and everything. Um and just kind of just changed it around a little bit, but it's just a small section, but it's the same feel. Nice. And that's the thing too, like with kind of because even Elk Mountain, I originally built it for FS19, so a lot of things changed for FS22. But now that with Elk River, so much is kind of built from the ground up. So like anything you can take, all the fences can be deleted. So many things can be deleted. Like even I've got this little island out here in this field. It's all destructible rocks. You can change all that. Like I feel it's a little bit more customizable where you build and how you build with this map. Just gonna change this a little bit here. I'm not seeing my water fill marker, so I need to add that. Exactly. Very customizable, and that's always why I liked like the old oh, what was it? No Man's Land, I think. Like I always used to love that map because I liked the way it looked and then felt, but then I also wanted something with I want something with an established road and at least some type of town, um, but yet that look, and that's even why um, like I loved No Man's Land. I think it was where they had um, that open area with patches of trees, and that's why I even did the high plains to kind of have a section like that to where you have up here, you can come up here and build off uh, the high plains here, and you got little patches of trees, so it has that same the feel that I had in Elk Mountain too. Yes, and I was even I was building. I had that ranch I was building, and I think it was 22 on the high plains. So, but yeah, right? And that's what I said. I want, even though it's a standard size map, I took a lot of time and I've got multiple layers of my map boundary because I wanted it to feel, while you're down in the map, I wanted it to feel like a 4X map. I wanted it to feel a lot bigger than it was. Yep. Yep. And that's why it's like simple, but yet there's some established, the town and road and everything, but yet, it's still a blank canvas and you can build anywhere. And yeah, so Yep. No, exactly. Yep. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, no, that was my goal, is to kind of just make it to where you can't really tell, like, hey, I'm really close to the map border, because really the mine is really close to the map border, but I wanted it to look like, there's a lot more map out there, and just it, yeah, it just feels a lot bigger than your standard size. All right, so we've got. I need to. Okay, we're waiting on gold concentrate. I need to change the sound on that. It seems really loud. Loud, loud production sound. Way too loud. I appreciate that, Genesis. Like, yeah, that's what I'm going for. Is just the kind of that feel, and the same thing. Like, so I've got this. It's the back road. Still got, a small version of the Burn Ridge. I appreciate that randomness. Yes. Details. And I feel like that's what makes a good map, is the details. It just makes it, like, even with my placeables, it's what makes it feel alive, lived in, used. Like, that's even why I've got all these starting equipment. It's dirty. Like, I want it to feel, yeah, feel alive. I appreciate that. And there you go, the iconic Elk Mountain bugle. This is where you start. Of course, I've got the collectibles, elk antler shed collectibles in the map. Again, yep. Yeah, I might do and that's probably what it'll be. It'll probably end up doing a short video trailer of the map, and then have the download link in the description of that video. Is probably what I'm going to end up doing. Instead of using Facebook or anything, it'll probably be just in the description of a YouTube video trailer. Probably is exactly what it'll be. And yeah, I mean, that's even how I started. It's crazy. I started playing Farming Simulator 15, but in, I think it was FS17, that's what I did. I just took maps and kind of just edited it, and that's where it grew from there. Right? Yep. Got to have the elk bugle in there. It's Elk Mountain, right? Exactly. I did not put uh, uh, the bugle with the collectibles this time, just because I wanted them to be really hard to find. But I might have to. But just look for the elk sheds. $20,000 a piece. But you got the clear cut area up here, just like in Elk Mountain. Yes, I've had so many problems with Facebook, and that's why I'm just kind of done. I stopped posting there, and I'm just gonna kind of just stick with the YouTube, just because I haven't had any issues with it yet, and I can just post the same thing, post a download link in the video description, and make it just simple that way. Probably right here on the YouTube channel, and I probably will do like a little map trailer short video, and then have the download link in it when it's ready. But well, I think that's all I'm gonna do for tonight. Just for my first test stream, it's gone pretty well actually, and I appreciate it. Appreciate appreciate everyone watching. I really do. And yeah, got the gold setup started, so I'll kind of I'll do this again and kind of show you how the process goes, and continue testing out the map. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that yet, but I really do appreciate the willingness to support. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but yeah, I really appreciate that. So oh yeah, oh yeah. So, and it, like I said, the map's almost done, so we're gonna I'm gonna just test it out for a while. I want to be able to just make sure everything is working well. Um, and if I need to make any adjustments and tweaks before I release it, but yeah, it's pretty much done. So yeah, I appreciate it, and yeah, see you all next time. Absolutely, you're welcome, and it's I appreciate y'all stopping by and in the chat, and and checking out my first live stream. So hope it all worked well. Hopefully the volumes were all good, and yeah, we'll do this again. Yeah, I mean it's possible. Yeah, I mean I understand that, wanting to test it for sure, and that's kind of what I'm doing. I just want to test it and make sure it's working. But yeah, yep. It's good to be back, so I appreciate that very much. Uh, Isaac, Genesis, randomness. Again, thank you. And I'll see you next time.